Welcome to my Foundations for Personal Fitness Trainer presentation. Today I'm here to talk about, and you are here to learn about, stress. First of all, what is stress? Next, knowing when you are stressed. Ways to deal with stress. Are those ways, those coping methods adequate? And keeping a stress journal. Now, what is stress? Stress is your body's way of responding to particular events. Those events could be good, and those events could also be bad. Those good or bad events that cause the stress are called your stressors. An example of a good event could be a wedding. An example of a bad event could be a funeral. Events that I call neutral events could be having an assignment that's due in the next hour that you haven't started yet, or and a test you have tomorrow that you're not sure what it's about. Also could be anything from traffic jams or your annoying brother, something like that. The ways you deal with stress are called your relievers. Now, everyone deals with stress differently. It could be the right way, it could be the wrong way. It could be having a nap, it could be deep breathing, visualization, laughing with a friend, or screaming and fighting with your brother. Now, what I want you to do right now is, you guys all have pens and papers. I want you to write down 3 things that stress you guys out. Now, it could be anything from the things I just mentioned to whatever's in your guys' daily lives. Give you guys another minute here. Alright, everyone finished? Now I want you guys to write down 3 ways you guys deal with your stress. Those would be your relievers. So it could be anything from the things I just mentioned to having your own way. Whatever you guys want, whatever you guys do. Alright, awesome everybody. Now the question I'll have for you guys in a few moments is, are your methods adequate? But we'll get back to that. Now, another good way, which helped me personally, is to keep a stress journal. Now, a stress journal could be done either way. I'm going to share an experience that I have done in my life in a class before of doing a stress journal. It was over a 2-week period. I had to keep track of every day, everything I did. Keep track of my stressors, the things that stress me out, and my relievers, how I dealt with that stress. Now, week 1, I thought I was Superman. I never was stressed about anything. I always had little to no stress, or so I thought anyway. The ways I dealt with those frustrating situations could have been anything. For example, I was getting frustrated at school one day, and my brother started talking to me, and I snapped at him because I didn't like the way he looked or the way he was talking to me. And to me, I didn't realize that those might have been stress, but it was just my brother being annoying. But later on in that week, around the 4th or 5th day, I realized it was stress. You know, it brought realization to me. So, brings me to the second week. Second week, I started knowing my stressors. I started paying close attention to everything I've been doing, from hockey or school or family or friends or anything that may have got me down or frustrated or caused anxiety or something like that. I started dealing with it better. I would start doing deep breathing techniques, or I'd use visualization. I'd see my happy place, like in Happy Gilmore, where his grandma's riding on the fake horse, around like that. I just wanted to see where I wanted to be and where I would see myself, you know, in a successful situation.
Yeah.
I'd also call over some friends or go to a friend's house and share a few laughs, or just go out for a really good exercise and pump that iron as hard as I could.
Pump it.
Pump that. So I also, at the end of this second week, I felt 100 times better. Felt like 1,000 pounds have been lifted off my shoulder after this week, just by realizing those little things. So my overall stress journal helped with my relationships with my family, my friends. It helped with my goal setting. So that's where I wanted to see myself in the future, what I wanted to do for myself, and basically just everyday life. So every little thing I did in my life, whether it was hockey or school or just patterns, sleeping patterns, workouts, everything just seemed in order and easier from that point on. Now we're going to just wrap it up. So you guys learned the stress journal. You know, it's a good way to keep track of if you're not too sure what's stressing you out, or how you're dealing with things, or if they're adequate or not. A stress journal is an awesome way, a positive way. So wrapping things up here, we talked about our stress journal and keeping track of your everyday lives and what you do. If you're not sure what's stressing you out, or you're not sure if your ways of dealing with stress are adequate enough or not, or if just things aren't in order and you need something to keep you on track. Obviously, we learned about what stress is, stressors, relievers, coping methods, and now for one last activity here, we're going to take you through is a little deep breathing exercise. It really helped me, you know, every time I took a nice deep breath in a stressful situation, felt like all that weight has been lifted off my shoulders, and I could just relax and think things through a little bit easier. So here we go. I want everybody with me. Take a big, nice, deep breath in through your nose. We're going to count to 3. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. And exhale nicely. 1, 2, 3. Again, everybody, deep breathe. In. 1, 2, 3. And out. Everybody looks already that much better. I see a few smiles, a few laughs in the audience. Everyone's going to feel a lot better after this day. And we're just going to finish off with a video that I'm sure you guys will get a kick out of as well. Here, so... Here we go.
Watch this. One little piece of paper can have a remarkable effect. Stress is stressful. But if you understand a bit about what it is, you'll be better able to deal with it. First though, take a few deep breaths. In fact, do that anytime you feel stressed. It helps. Stress is a survival mechanism. When danger appears, it can get you out of trouble quickly. Your body crashes up the gears and throws all its resources into getting you moving. Your heart pumps furiously to increase blood pressure, glucose is sent to the muscles as a fuel injection, and you become totally focused on what psychologists call fight or flight. Thing is, this emergency state is only meant to last just long enough to get you out of danger. But here in the 21st century, we stress about different things, and for much, much longer. Your brain and body stay on red alert, and you'll be less able to think clearly, learn, or remember things. Take a few more deep breaths, because as you now know, stress is a physical reaction, and deep breathing helps to counteract its effects. So, what else can you do? okay? Top tips to reduce stress. First, get plenty of exercise. Let out all that locked up energy. Now, back to the problem. Get in control. Scope out the situation and how you're going to tackle it. Don't stress alone. Talk to someone. Socialize. And have a laugh. You can't laugh and quake with fear at the same time. Get down with nature on a big or small scale. And if your mind won't stop worrying, give it something else to do instead.
All right, everybody. I'd like to thank you all for coming out. I hope this presentation was informative and useful for you. I hope you guys got a lot out of it. I'd like to thank my cameraman, Kyle Zaplachinsky, and of course, my lovely, beautiful audience. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.